Get ready to hit the waiver wire. We have the latest sleeper from Southern California, and their name is Dreary. This is All Gas, No Trash. My name's Adam, and welcome back to the program. Welcome to a brand new episode. Before we get underway, we do have to do the Game Rage No Curse Minute, where we kill the first 60 seconds of the program in order to play nice with the YouTube algorithm. And firstly, I'd like to give a big thanks to everybody that has been listening on RSS, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you've been listening. We sincerely appreciate it. Please continue to do that. And for those of you that have listened to our program on YouTube and have continued to drive up our views and subscriber count, we also appreciate you. Please continue to do that. Like, comment, and subscribe. And that'll be the Game Rage No Curse Minute. Now let's do an introduction to Dreary, the band. How I came across them initially was actually through Instagram suggesting their profile back in 2023. So I ended up checking it out, went through their grid, and found this photo of them where they're standing in front of this blue backdrop. And I just remember thinking, like, this band has the look, man. I don't know what it is about all the members. They just got the look. They didn't have any music released at the time, so I had really nothing to go off of in terms of what they sounded like. But in 2024, they released their debut single called Dusk, and I have to say it wasn't really all that great of a first impression. It came across more as like a demo because the mix, I don't know, man, the mix in the vocals and the distorted guitars, it just ended up sounding like white noise, and you could barely hear Natalia Orozco's vocals. So I just didn't get a good first impression. So what I ended up doing was going on YouTube to see what footage was available to see what they sounded like. And I mean, as you would imagine, when it comes to shoegaze, you have those heavily distorted guitars. So even then, I didn't get a good first impression. But here we are in 2025, and them releasing their second single called Dim, that is part of their debut EP that they're releasing this week, September 26th, this coming Friday, or rather this Friday. And I'm very excited. I haven't actually listened to it, but I'm hoping this will give me a better impression of the band themselves. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give the track a listen. And this is Dim by Dreary, the band. Let's give it a whirl. Once again, that track is called Dim by Dreary. Pull it up on your digital streaming platform of choice, and let's go ahead and play it. Dim by Dreary, the band, going in. Hey, welcome back. That was Dreary with their second single called Dim. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. That was fucking awesome. That was a substantial improvement from their previous release. I don't even know where to start. I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is how Natalia's vocals come in crystal clear here, overlaid on top of those heavily distorted guitars. And the other thing that I enjoyed about the track was in the introduction, there was like this jangly guitar effect. And I don't know if it's done with the flanger pedal, but I think that's what it is. It reminds me of Johnny Marr when he was in the Smiths, and he would do that signature guitar sound that he would do. I don't know if I'm off base on that, but that's just what comes to mind for me. Now, as far as the bands that I think they're comparable to, I'm thinking Clarion, Fleshwater. I would even say the Deftones. I think any one of those bands, Dreary could slip into a bill with them and they'd fit right in. This band has a lot of potential. I think they have a lot of promise. And this was worth waiting 2 fucking years for, to hear a song like this. I think with more releases, people are going to catch on very quickly. And I can't wait for their debut EP that is coming out shortly on Friday, which is September 26th. And I forgot to mention that they have a show that they're doing on that same day in Pomona. I don't have that information, but if you follow them on Instagram, you can find out more. And make sure to follow them on your digital streaming platform of choice so you can stay up to date on all the releases. And make sure to support them by going to their shows, and especially this show in particular. And, buy some merch. I think they just did a merch drop recently. So, buy a shirt, buy a hoodie, buy a beanie, if you will. And make sure this band has a future, because I think they do. And one of the things that I learned about the group, and specifically Natalia Orozco, is that she is a makeup artist. And I think it's specifically in the fashion space. She works with models and putting makeup on their face, and she's very good at it. I don't understand makeup all that well, but she is definitely an artist. And I think this could present some business opportunities well into the future. As far as like Dreary the band goes, I think she could create a signature look for every performance to set herself and the band apart from every other shoegaze band and just every other band in general. And on top of that, I think there's potential for brand partnerships with different makeup brands for her to work with I don't know, Maybelline or NYX or I don't know what other makeup brands there are, but I could easily see someone like her working with any one of those brands to bring in money and to contribute to the look of the band itself. There's something here, man. I don't know how to describe it, but they definitely have the it factor. And with more releases, more people are going to be excited to hear their music. And again, I think in short order, they will be playing with any one of the bands that I mentioned: Clarion, Fleshwater, the Deftones. It's just going to be a matter of time before somebody more important discovers them. But that's all I have for the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Check out Dreary. Follow them on social media. Follow them on your digital streaming platform of choice. Go to the show. Buy their merch. You know the drill. We're here to support independent artists. And that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time.